Hello and welcome to another episode of Jay's Shed. This is the bite-sized little videos we do for things all electrical. Thank you for the comments on the channel, brilliant, keep them coming in, and we've got some good ideas there. And one of the comments actually was to ask, how do we fire one of these? And this is a SOX or LPS sodium tube, as you may know. And what do we need to actually get these to work? So I've got a few little bits out, and this is a question that's been asked a couple of times actually, so we'll do it. I promised I'll get around to do it. So basically, what do we need? Right, okay, there's three components to make this boy go. If I just turn this off a bit, you'll see there we go, we can see it glowing better there already. Okay, so what do we need? Well, first of all, we need the ballast, of course. So here is a typical common ballast. Now with these ballasts, there are the two kinds. This one has an igniter built in, so it's dead easy to install. So it's basically your power in and your two out to your lamp, and that's basically it. That is it. That's all you need to do on that. And these ones always have a little wiring diagram, as we can see there. There we are. See, this is what your lamp in and your power in. And this one is a dual. It's got two taps on this one. The tap means not like what water comes out of. Tap is where you put the live connection in. So this one, you can either have a 55 watt lamp, so you would use this one, or a 35, which is that one. I think that's the way round. I can't quite see on the video there. And you have your normal neutral in there, and then you have then this little one is the ground and the earth, and this sits that way up in the column. Why this way up? To stop water getting in to the bottom of the connections there if it was that way up, for instance. The other kind of ballast doesn't have a built-in igniter, so we have to put one in ourselves, which is slightly more complicated, but nevertheless, if you're used to wiring them, it'd be like a duct of water. Anyway, here we go. Now this one is, this is what we call the igniter. Okay, this is a 35 watt igniter for 35 sodium tube, same as this one. And as you can see, this tube is getting brighter, isn't it? There we go, a little run-up time on that. And that will eventually be lovely and bright and orange, as you can see. Right, this is the igniter. This is what we call igniter. Again, we've got the little wiring diagram on there. This basically goes in between the lamp and the ballast. It's quite an easy little wiring diagram. Live in, one live into the igniter, then out to the lamp, and the other one is just your neutral. So this is exactly how it's done. So we always have the neutral going straight to the lamp, and then the neutral to an igniter, because it needs a neutral. This is a 2. Sometimes you get an igniter that has 3 on, which is a different kind, but basically all work the same. So the igniter, so that is the important part. This is to fire the lamp, to get the lamp up and running to work. Now this is really starting to warm now. Okay, so there we go. So we've got igniter. Right, now to correct the power factor on it, to make it all nice and smooth and run nicely, we then have to have the capacitor. Now this is, funny enough, this is just a capacitor that I found in the drawer. This isn't actually for a 35 watt lamp. These run on, these are actually listed in different numbers and of what they call farads. Off mind, I can't think what farad is. One of these, but basically they also store a little bit of power to help the lamp fire, also just to iron out any blips in the electrical supply. These simply just go between the incoming supply, between the live and the neutral. So these are the main 3 components that we have to fire one of these lamps. Now, interestingly enough, on household mains, it is possible to light and fire these without a capacitor. I basically don't use these. I suppose these are for if you've got more industrial kind of installations, you know, proper. But for home use, these aren't really needed, because basically, what do we do with the collection? We have a lamp on for about 5 minutes, at the very most, just to example like I'm doing here. So there you have it. There we go. That is the the answer to the question, or the question answered, whichever way you want to put it round. So capacitor, igniter, ballast, the three components to fire sodium lamps. And of course, with the different wattages, we have different kinds of ratings and ballasts. So there we are. 1, 2, 3. Thanks for watching, and I'll have some more content coming up soon. We had a 5 days break because we had some camera troubles. It wasn't not quite working. But as always, hit that bell to get all the notifications. Comments below, they're great. Keep them coming in, I love them. And if you're not subscribed, nitty, do it now, just down there. Okay, and so till next time, bye bye.